That's not it. Ooh, that sounded too much. Okay, if the scale is your boo like that, if you all up on the scale, if you need him to validate your success, if you need him to tell you you're doing good, if you need the scale, type boo, because that's your boo, BOO or BEAU, either one you want. Type boo in the comments if you a little scale addicted. If that's you, if you scale addicted, type boo in the comments. How many scale addicts we have? Because guess what? There's many of us in this thing that scale addicts. It's many of us who can't seem to shake the need to hop on that scale. It's many of us who will get on the scale and let the scale tell us we're a loser and we believe the scale. If that's you, guess what? This is a transparent place. What we should be typing? Boo in the comment. Type boo. I know Eleonora is not the only one. Thank you, Diane Brooks, for joining Eleonora, because I know you and Eleonora are not the only two. These ladies, some of them lying, but it's okay. It's okay. God knows. God knows, and I'ma know too. Because when you get on the scale the next time and it goes up, and you like, I feel horrible about the scale going up. Really, I thought you wasn't scale addicted. Many of us are scale addicted and are ashamed to admit it. The number one reason is muscle versus fat. Muscle versus fat. The number one reason. I hate to hear people say muscle weighs more than fat. That is redonkulous. It is redonkulous. Okay, it's redonkulous. I'm telling you the truth. Muscle does not weigh more than fat. Muscle takes up less space. Muscle is more dense. But listen, if I say I have 50 pounds of fat and I have 50 pounds of muscle, they weigh the same because they're both 50 pounds. They don't weigh different. Muscle doesn't weigh more than fat. Muscle takes up less space. Muscle takes up less space. And when you are gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time, it's not that muscle weighs more, it's that you're losing and gaining at the same time. So if you lose a pound and you gain a pound all at the same time, the scale gonna say you ain't lost nothing. If you lose 10 pounds of fat and you gain 10 pounds of muscle, the scale gonna say you ain't gained nothing. That is why it's crazy, y'all. Stop relying on the scale, because the scale not going to tell you that you are more hydrated, so you have more water in your system. The scale is not going to tell you, girl, you got more muscle, you getting leaner. The scale is not going to tell you, girl, you have more energy, you doing that thing. The scale is not going to tell you all those things you actually need to know unless you have the right scale. Number one, muscle versus fat. Number two, water retention. Your body's water content fluctuates significantly from day to day. So if you drink more water on Monday than you did on Thursday, and then you go to get it on the scale on Saturday, your weight may be up because you're more hydrated. Is that bad? Does that mean you gain weight? No, that means you're more hydrated. But we out here crying because the scale went up 1 pound. Girl, you more hydrated. So you mad because now your skin is not going to break out and be dry? You mad because now your hair won't crack and your nails won't crack? No, ma'am. We are happy to be hydrated, but realize when you increase your hydration while you're losing weight, the scale will not move because the scale is dumb. He's a dumb boyfriend. He don't even know the difference between fat and water. If that makes sense to you, type a 1 in the comments. If you had an aha just now, if you just had an aha moment, go aha in the comments. Type aha in the comments. If that makes sense, and you go, oh, stop reading the numbers wrong. A lot of us are sad by what they see on the scale because we don't even know how to read the scale. We're reading it wrong. We're reading it wrong. If it makes sense, type a 1. If you need help, say help, because I will explain it till you understand it. Hormone changes. Another reason you can't just rely on a number on the scale, because your hormones will fluctuate such that those that occur like during your menstrual cycle, you will gain water, you will have water retention. That's just how God made us, y'all. We can't be mad about that. Hormone changes. Sometimes we are stressed out. If you are stressed out, you will have more of the hormone called cortisol. Cortisol grows your belly inches. So you gotta relax yourself simply because you are the one causing your big belly because you're stressed out. There's an actual hormone that comes and takes over called cortisol. Cortisol increases your waist inches. We're trying to snatch our waists. So you need that massage, which is why it's one of the gifts. You need that soak. You need that time in front of the TV and thinking about nothing. You need that. Hormone changes will jack you up on the scale. So stop just relying on the scale. Inaccurate daily readings. Your weight can vary throughout the day. Did you know it? If you get on the scale first thing when you wake up in the morning, it's going to have one weight. If you get on the scale at 12 noon, it's going to have another weight. If you get on the scale at 7 o'clock before you go to bed, it's going to have another weight. So if you are wearing different clothes, if you are wearing different shoes, if you are using a different scale, if you move the scale to a different room and the room floor surface is different, the weight going to be different. Inaccurate daily readings. When you take your scale weight, you have got to wear the same thing. You have got to make sure it's around the same time of day, and you have got to make sure you haven't eaten anything. If you eat food, the scale gonna change. We know this, but still, we get on that scale and we mad when we don't see what we want. Number 5, it's a whole psychological thing going on. We are relying solely on the scale, thinking that it could actually create an unhealthy obsession with numbers. It's very unhealthy. It can lead to emotional highs where you're like, yes, that pound finally went down. And then later in the day, you get on it again. You're like, oh no, it went up. Like you are having a real narcissistic relationship with the scale now. Now it's not just sugar. Now it's the scale. Like it's horrible. Lows based on daily fluctuations, and then they end up negatively affecting your motivation and your self-esteem. Like you don't even want to do it no more because the scale says so. Don't do it, sisters. Don't do it, right? If you believe number 5, type 5 in the comments. If you could relate to number 5, if you've had a psychological impact from the scale before in your life, maybe not right now, but if you've experienced number 5 before, type 5 in the comments. And I don't need people to just sit here and listen to me talk. I don't need people to sit here and be lying. I need you to tell the truth, because where there is truth, where there is transparency, there is transformation. And there are people in this group who need you to tell the truth so they can see that, oh yeah, that happened to me. That happened to me too. Oh, I'm not alone. So they could feel confident. So don't be lying. If you've had a psychological jacked up relationship with the scale, and I know all of us have, but y'all don't want to type the 5, go ahead and type that 5. So everybody knows that they are not alone. Cheryl says, I used to take my scale all around the room until it stopped at the weight I liked. You see this? Cheryl, I appreciate your honesty. I used to get honestly, since Cheryl shared, I'm a share my scale story because we all have a scale story. I used to get on the scale and get off and get back on and get back off. And then say, oh, let me just take off this hair tie. Let me just take off this watch. The watch is doing it. Let me go. Yes, me, very unhealthy. And I know I'm not alone because look at all the 5s. That's still not everybody though. Some of y'all just like, I'm not admitting that. Well, okay. It is a hunk of metal that we have a psychological relationship with. That thing can't talk back to you. That thing can't comfort you, but you have given it all the power. Take your power back from the hunk of junk. It's a bad boyfriend. Another reason you can't rely on the scale, because your body composition absolutely matters. The distribution of your muscle, the distribution of your fat is way more meaningful than weight. Girl, how much fat is on your body? It's way more important than how much you weigh. What you mean, coach? If you weigh 200 pounds and 180 of them pounds is fat, oh, baby, we got a problem. If you weigh 200 pounds, but only 40 of them pounds is fat, all the rest of that is muscle and tendons and skin, baby, we winning. So it really your real scale worth is based on your body composition. How much muscle do you have? How much fat do you have? How much water do you have? So, in the app that we are using, ladies, if you connect your scale to that app, it will tell you how much of that weight is lean muscle, how much of that weight is fat, how much of that weight is water. It really depends on the type of scale you have. Is that's the data you have on your scale, it will pass it on to the app and create graphs for you. Graphs for you. Right? Body composition. It matters. Somebody type body fat percentage in the comments. Body fat percentage. That is what you should be caring about the most. Because if you got fat sitting in your stomach, it don't matter if you weigh 100 pounds. You could be 100 pounds. But if all the 100 pounds is sitting in your belly, you're dying. You're dying, right? You need to be checking your body fat percentage, not just your weight. Weight is cool, but what's rules is body fat percentage. How much of my weight is fat? That's what you need to know. So when somebody's like, well, coach, I'm 200 pounds. Okay, well, how much of that is fat? Well, coach, I just weigh 150. How much of that 150? How many of them pounds is actual fat? That determines how healthy you are. Body fat percentage. That's the number you should be tracking. How many of us track body fat percentage? Type me in the comments. And I better see all of our Fit Fine Fab Life membership divas say me. Because I know we preach this every week. We go live in our membership group and we talk about our body fat percentage. We talk about our weight. We talk about our inches. We talk about our non-scale victories, victories that have nothing to do with the scale. So if you are tracking your body fat percentage, say me in the comments. Say me because that's where it's winning. Number 7, non-scale victories. Non-scale victories. Does somebody have a non-scale victory they could share in the comments for me, please? One non-scale victory. You're like, what is that? What is a non-scale victory? What is a non-scale victory? A non-scale victory is I have better sleep. My skin is clear. I have a better mood. I have more energy. I have lost waist inches. I have reduced my A1C. Does anybody have a non-scale, a victory that has nothing to do with the scale? So when you are reporting about your success, about this challenge, I don't want to hear just about, oh no, I didn't lose 10 pounds. Girl, but are you sleeping better? Are you more organized? Do you have better vision? Or is your brain more clear? Are you getting better sleep? Is your fitness enhanced? Is your mood better? Like, sis, consider things that are not just on the scale. Those are wins. So we're counting it all joy. Okay? All of it. All of it. Deirdre Davis says she has improved sleep. Amen. Jackie says, my pants fit better. Let the people know. Carol says, I walked at least a mile every day in October. Y'all better say amen to Carol because Carol has multiple sclerosis. Out here walking a mile every day in Walktober. You better walk it like you talk it, Carol. Tammy, folks that haven't seen me in a while, tell me how good I look because you do. Anniversary girl, you do look good. Rolanda says having less than one episode a night related to sleep apnea as opposed to 13 to 14. Y'all better praise Miss Rolanda. Come on through with it. Wow, she went from 13 to 14 per night to having one. Isn't that better than losing 10 pounds? Sleeping better? Which would you rather have? A restful, sleepful night where you are not stopping breath in the middle of the night, or would you rather 10 pounds down? I think I will want to breathe all the way through the night. I don't know about you. So a lot of us need to kind of reconfigure what success is, right? We need to reconfigure it. All right, non-scale victories. Plateaus are normal, ladies. It's common to reach a plateau. We just have to shift what we're eating to adapt. Metabolic changes. As you adapt a healthier lifestyle, your body changes, your body adapts. God designed us as a wonderful machine to adapt to whatever it is we're doing. This doesn't mean your progress has stalled. It might just mean less reflected on the scale because of the metabolic changes that are happening in your body. Number 10, mental well-being. If you're sitting out here obsessively tracking your weight, it can lead to stress. And I already told you, stress could lead to higher cortisol. We don't want that. And we don't want that. We don't want that cortisol situation going on. So we got to get our mental situation right. We gotta do it. Number 11, inflammation. Oh my gosh, huge. Intense workouts or injury recovery can lead to inflammation and fluid retention. That too can impact your weight. I already told you, when your muscles heal, they use water to heal. When you have pain, inflammation may exist that causes water around it. Your body is sending treatment to where it hurts. And sometimes that causes weight gain because the silly scale don't know what your body doing on the inside. You can't see on the inside. Oh, I see. My water is it's on the muscles and it's repairing. We can't see that. All we see is that dumb scale and we get upset. Okay? Doesn't mean your body's not losing weight. It doesn't mean it. It only means there's something else going on and you have to give it time to adjust. But we want our bodies to change on a dime. We want our bodies to lose weight. Right when I said, oh, I woke up Saturday morning and I measured myself and I weighed myself and the scale didn't say what I wanted it. Really? So now you could tell your body when to magically lose weight? Do you tell your body when to pump your blood? How much blood? Somebody answer me that. Do you tell your body when to pump the blood and how much blood to pump through the heart? Are you telling your body that? Are you telling your body how the air should go through your lungs and come out as carbon dioxide? Are you telling your body that? Are you telling your body how to think thoughts and take those thoughts and turn them into? No, we are not sitting here controlling any of the areas of our bodies that happens on their own, that is happening by God's design. But here we want to control how the fat come off. You have to do the work. Be honest in the work that you're doing and allow your body to process itself, how it processes itself. And the cool thing about it is that we all process different, that we are all unique. Somebody type unique in the comments. So I could say, oh, such and such lost 10 pounds on the first week, but you might not lose nothing. Your 10 pounds are probably coming on the second or the third week, but that's how your body is made. Somebody type unique. We are all unique. And you have to take this challenge as an opportunity to learn your body. Honey, we are sitting here learning how your body works, but you have to do the work to learn your body. You have to actually eat the food to learn your body and not judge it for what it's not doing. You have to try to understand it. You have to go, oh, wait, look, I ate that and I got bloated. But we get mad. And I got bloated and it's hard, but it stopped making me bloated. No, friend, that's information. Use that information for your benefit. Don't get mad at it. You're looking at it wrong. Right? You're looking at it wrong. That is information for you to use. Like, oh, okay, when I eat that, I get bloated. So I don't want to be bloated. So let me take this off my list of things to eat. Sisters, we are learning our bodies. We're not judging. Somebody in the comments, do me a favor and type learning, not judging. Learning, not judging. I am understanding. I am not judging. I am learning it. I'm not judging it. Because we're so judgy and so mean to ourselves and so judgmental towards ourselves. It's so unfair what you do to you. You're so mean to yourself. Stop it. Stop it. Give yourself the grace to figure out how your body works. You, sisters, want things to happen so quickly. And when it doesn't happen when you want it to happen, you get upset and then you get mad and then you quit. You quit. You quit right when your body's trying to tell you how it works. You quit right when the information is coming your way. You get mad at the information. Are you mad that you got black hair versus blonde hair? Are you mad that your nails don't grow as fast as my nails? Are you mad that you can't see as far as I can see? No, no. But you gonna get mad that such and such can lose weight faster than you. God made us all different. Your body is not my body. Your genes are not my genes. Hey, we are all different. So, what you have to do is learn how God designed your body and work with what you have. Do the best you can with what God gave you. And don't compare Giselle to Deirdre. Don't compare Deirdre to Florence. No, ma'am. Compare Nicole to Nicole. It's me versus me. Somebody in the comments, do me a favor and type, it is me versus me. I am not going to be comparing myself. I really hope y'all hear me in the comments. If you hear me, please type me versus me, because I feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel like I'm talking to myself. There's not enough people typing. There's not enough people talking in the comments for me. The psychological impact. Relying on the scale alone can encourage extreme dieting. We ain't doing that in here. As you can see from the meal plan, there's no extreme dieting. What I'm teaching you how to do is how to eat whole, healthy foods, the right amounts at the right time. We are not starving ourselves. We are not eating green smoothies all day long. We're going to eat whole foods. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to still lose weight doing it. Thank you, Tammy, for typing me versus me. Diane is me. So remind yourself of this. Remind yourself of this when you get on that scale next week and the scale may not say what you wanted to say. You're going to be like, it's me versus me. It's learning time. It's not quitting time when the scale don't come when you want it to be. It is learning time. It is analysis time. It is transformation time. That's what a transformation is. That's what a data is. You missing the data. You missing a point. You quitting? Girl, bye. Why are we quitting like this? No, ma'am. No, sir. Reason 13, your body shape changes. You may notice in your body shape and the composition even that the scale doesn't even move. These changes are often more relevant to your overall health and fitness. So what I'm saying is your pants may fit different, your shirt may feel different, but the scale is still the same. That's what the scale do. And there's some people they have gone down the whole size in their pants, but because the scale didn't move, they're not happy. Oh my God, sis, we gotta get our minds right. We gotta get our minds right. All right, I got more to say. Health markers, improvements like your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your blood, none of that comes on that scale. Those non-scale victories don't show up on the scale. Right? All of that stuff matters. I don't care what the scale says. If you don't have to take blood pressure pills no more, what? But you mad because this. Number 15, slower progress over time. Now listen, the closer you get to your goal weight, the slower the scale gonna move. But that doesn't mean that you're not making improvements. It just means you require more time and more consistency. Because those big prizes, sisters, the completely snatch weights where you can see all the abs and you have all the back muscles, all of that stuff takes time. And it is given to those who prove themselves through consistency. And the reason why all of us are not walking around with the snatch waist and all that is because a lot of us don't have the consistency. A lot of us don't have the mindset that it takes to get there. You got to get your mind right for a long period of time, not just for a 10-day challenge. So we got to go beyond 10 days. Somebody in the comments type beyond 10 days. 10 days going to get you started. Oh, yes, I'm going to get you excited about it. I'm going to get you organized about it. I'm going to give you the steps you need to take in these 10 days. But you got to go beyond 10 days to see your full result. To see your full result. So that's the 15. That's the 15 reasons. If you understood all the 15 reasons, type me in the comments. If you understood all the 15, you heard all 15, type me in the comments. Type me. So in our last few moments, the last few minutes in the class, I want to talk about the topic of choosing the right scale. choosing the right scale. I feel like it's a good topic. I don't know. Because there is another, I have two more topics to cover. Y'all know I get long-winded. I start preaching and all of that stuff. So if you're okay, I could skip choosing the right scale. If you want me to skip that, type skip. And I need to go directly to this last part that is very important that I'm not going to skip. But if you want me to do both of them, type both. Type both. We have about 10 minutes left in class. Choosing the right scale probably takes about 5 minutes, and then I can take the other 5 minutes to kind of cover that last very important topic. If you want me to skip choosing the right scale, like telling you how to get the right scale, type skip. If you want me to do both, type both. I will go into both. And for those of you who have the book, I need you to know that this is in the book. This is in your book. Everything I'm teaching is in this book. All I am doing is reading this book for you. Because I know a lot of us will buy a book and buy a thing and you won't even go through the whole thing. I'm here to go through it with your butt. Okay. So choosing the right scale is on page 72. If you have your book, I'm on page 72. And a lot of you have says both. Only one person said skip. So I'm going with everybody. I'm going with the people say. So here we go. Choosing the right scale. Remember, we are not saying not to ever use a scale. I'm not saying that. However, when you do use a scale, you should use a smart scale. We all about being smart. We writing smart goals and we are using smart scale. Somebody in the comments type smart. Smart. It is a smart scale. Smart goals, smart scales. If the scale doesn't ask you to take your socks off, you have the wrong scale. If the scale doesn't ask you to take your socks off, you have the wrong scale. So does everybody understand what I'm saying here? If the scale, in order for you to stand on it, you have to take your socks off. That's the kind of scale you need, right? One distinguishing feature of a smart scale is their ability to read your body composition through your feet. So these scales can employ advanced bioelectrical impedance technology, which involves sending low-level electrical signals up through your body, up through your feet when you step onto the scale, which have electrodes on them. You need a smart scale that requires you to take your socks off. By measuring how quickly this signal travels through your body, the scale can tell if it's fat, if it's muscle, if it's hydration. The scale can tell based on how fast that electrode sends the signal through your body. Because it takes longer to move through fat than it does through muscle. So then the scale knows, oh, that's fat. And then it measures your body based on that. So there are 5 factors you need to consider when choosing a smart scale. The comprehensive data, sisters. Look for a scale that goes beyond the weight. You need a scale that shows you the body fat percentage, the muscle mass, the visceral fat, the bone density, hydration levels. My scale says all these things and then some. These data points offer a more accurate picture of your health. If you have a smart scale already, type me in the comments. If you have a smart scale already, type me in the comments. Number 2, the smart scales can connect to your smartphone, to your fitness app. This feature allows you to monitor your trends. You see graphs, you see all the things. Now, we on Fit Fine and Fabulous, we love a Withings. A Withings, Withing, and I'll show you, I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link specifically where this scale is, but you can go there easily. Let me type it up. If you want, you can go to www, go to amazon.com/shop/FitFineFab. And I'm putting that on the screen for you. Everything I recommend, like scales and stuff, I put it in our Fit Find and Fab shop. It is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, right? I'm not selling it. I'm organizing all the things that I buy. So even the bamboo top lids that I'm gifting away, I got them on Amazon. They're in my shop. So if you want to see, go to amazon.com/shop/FitFineFab, and my recommended scale is there. Withing scale connects directly to the app that we have. and then it uploads the data. Many of the scales connect to this app, but the Withings in particular sends a lot of the data over. Okay, so connectivity is important when you get in your scale. Does it connect? Accuracy and consistency. Choose a scale that's known for its precision and its reliability. Don't be getting these $15, $17 scales and then the information is wrong. That doesn't help you. So get yourself a good quality scale, one that's user friendly. The user face and it's intuitive and all those things helps you to work easier with it. It helps you to interpret and utilize it's giving you the biometric data, right? The data about your water, your muscle, your fat. That's your biometric data. Some scales even offer user profiles so different family members can use it. The Withing scale does that. Additional features to consider might be like Bluetooth. It goes to different apps, health monitoring devices. It connects with the Apple Health and all those things. But the main part that I want you guys to think about when you are getting a scale is, does it require me to take my socks off so that it can read all this biometric data through my feet? That is what we are looking for. I see so many of you have the smart scale. So congratulations. If you don't have a smart scale, you could check out our recommendation for smart scale.